Hello everyone, I am Liam with Wolf King Brewing. I'm here with my good friend, Seth Rogen. We are here today to determine the differences, subtle differences, between craft beers and name brands you might be familiar with. Here's the thing, we're going to nail this because between the two of us,
I've had like 5 beers, maybe.
Amateur brewer.
In our life.
Amateur drinker. There has seldom been two people alive on the earth at the same time with the amount of combined brain power and palate prowess. Never has this level of skill been in a room under one roof drinking beer at the same time. This is unprecedented.
It is.
It's good. Oh, okay. Yep. Great. Cut. So, Brooke is going to serve us 2 beers of the same style. One is going to be a craft example. One is going to be a more recognizable name brand. We are going to taste each beer and then try to determine which beer, either beer number 1 or beer number B, is the craft example of said style. And I believe you need to pull it together. We are starting with IPAs, which I actually think is going to be one of the harder ones.
I don't think so.
Okay. This guy's cocky. Bring in the beers!
This is beer number 1.
I don't know.
Beer number B.
Beer
Okay.
Number B.
Hand chosen by yours truly.
Zach, going into this, tell me your thoughts. What is your game plan here in order to narrow these down? Do you have a criteria?
Now that you ask me, I do. Color. Quality of foam/head. And obviously flavor. Oh, I already know what this beer is. Can I even guess the beer?
Mm-hmm. 4 bonus points.
Oh fuck! Now I'm second guessing myself. I don't want to. I want to do it based on smell.
They have a very similar appearance. I am actually shocked. I expected it to look at least slightly more different. I mean, you can kind of see. This one's maybe a little darker. They're both bright. They're both clear. This one has lots of really small bubbles.
Okay, I know what this one is. Do you have any thoughts?
I am going to suggest that beer B is the craft example.
I am going the opposite.
I see.
Yeah. I think this is the name brand.
And it sounds like you might even have a guess as to what name brand it is? Or was that the other one?
Possibly.
Okay.
This one is just going to be out of my ass. You can cut that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You bet I can. Brooke, give us the results.
What beer do you think is...
I think
here
this
at
is the
first?
name brand. B.
But you had a specific beer in mind, right?
Oh, damn, you're right.
I want
A
to hear
specific
that
one
first.
for this one.
Okay.
No, see, I don't think I'm right now. I was going to go Stone IPA for this one.
This one I think is only hard because name brand IPA producers are very good at making this exact kind of IPA, and a lot of craft breweries will try to mimic this. You know, you're freaking me out.
So my 5th sip is making me change my mind. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with it though.
This beer is sweeter and has more body, and to me, slightly
Why?
less hop aroma.
Which is why I think it's more craft, because it's more juicy.
The hop aroma here is fresher to me, and that's like the only thing I can base this off of.
This one's more citrusy though.
Yeah, so that like kind of citrusy flavor can stick around a lot longer than the fresh hop aroma.
Huh.
But it could just be a fresh batch of,
Could be.
name it, Stone IPA. Anyways, I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna go B as the craft beer example.
I'm going the opposite.
Zach picks beer number 1.
Beer number 1 is the bigger brand, and beer number B is the craft.
You can
Beer
name
number
the brands.
1 is Lagunitas Sucks IPA.
What is this one then?
That is Garage Brewing Inline IPA.
Ooh, a local IPA as well. Next round! You wanna hang out after this?
I mean, I kind of have somewhere to be.
Do you feel as though this is a competition?
Yeah, and I'm losing.
That must infuriate you.
beer number 1.
Oh my goodness. Round number 2, we're going with stouts.
As a non-stout drinker, I don't know what I'm looking for.
We do have a difference in head color. I noticed that beer number 1 has a thick, incredibly thick, rocky brown head. Seems to be
Almost
resilient.
coffee-like.
Yeah. Like a cold brew kind of deal. Beer B, pretty much off-white.
Yeah, like you melted a marshmallow on top.
I get similar aromas from each. I mean,
Oh, there's the coffee.
only so much variance you can get in stouts with all of the roasted malts used. However, I get more of said aromas from beer number 1.
I'm getting a fruit out of number B.
Yeah. Like dates or raisins. Not like a fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Like a dried fruit kind of raisiny character. There's lots of malts.
Prune,
Yeah.
almost.
There's lots of malts that can give you that kind of character. Dried fruit kind of deal. This foam is sticking, right? I'm tempted to pick this one just based on foam alone, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, look at your other head's gone. Although mine is the opposite. What's happening here?
She poured them in order, I guess.
Thank
May
you,
I
bro.
say, agnostically, whoever I pick as the craft beer example, beer 1 is the better beer. I mean,
It has significantly more layers to it.
there's more going on.
I might go opposite whatever you say.
I figured there was a good chance you would just do that every round anyways. Get down. All right. She's coming. I'll leave her alone.
I can't do it this time, though. I really do think one's less popular. I don't know how you would say that. Smaller batch. Less known.
I'm going to guess 1 because it is a better beer, which is super risky in this example.
That's how I lost last.
Exactly.
last round.
Yeah. Because big companies have the money and equipment to make good beer over and over and over again. But this, I think, is slightly edgier than this. And I think that big beer companies do not do edgy at all.
Like hair over the eye.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Picture Pete Wentz circa 2010.
I don't know what that is.
Fall Out Boy? Light on the tongue. This thing coats my mouth in a very pleasing and pleasant way. But it is lesser attenuated. There's more residual sugar. It's thicker. It's sweeter. That's common with an Imperial Stout. But I am going to say that the Imperial Stout, beer number 1, is the craft example.
Do I put mine forward too? Because I agree. Unfortunately, I agree with you.
We're going balls deep.
That burns you alive, Zach.
A little bit.
You guys are both correct.
Yes.
Beer number 1 is the craft, and beer number B is the big name brand.
Let's go, baby.
Beer number 1 is Great Divide Yeti Imperial Stout.
Oh, of course.
Any guesses on B? It's a big one.
It is a big one.
Yeah,
Like big, big?
big.
Does it start with an X?
If you tell me it's Guinness, I'm going to throw myself out this window. 'Cause
Is it Guinness?
straight up.
Yes!
What?
I mean, I knew that. It's an Irish dry stout. I literally said it's well attenuated. It's
Guinness Extra Stout.
Huh.
round
I've never
3.
even heard of a craft Mexican lager.
Mexican lagers. Yes, craft Mexican lagers are available, but they are often not
They're American
that
Mexican.
different than commercial Mexican lagers. However, I have a feeling just based on color alone, these are going to taste very different, but I also immediately know which one is craft. It's beer number 1. Not even tasting this.
Huh. One is less skunky.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Sure. Maybe.
I think it's beer number 1. I will continue to drink these just to make everyone feel better, but that's the craft beer. Significant color difference. I will hold them up with a close camera to see. I don't want to explain my reasoning because I feel like it'll give everything away. But I think that this right here.
I already agree with you. This one like has a bite to it, and this one is way too smooth.
It's also not perfectly bright. By bright, I mean clear.
And by bright, flavorful.
No. In this case, I just mean clear. It takes very expensive equipment to make a beer this clear, right here. We're talking centrifuge, filtering, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars if you're doing big batches of beer to make a beer this bright and clear. I think that this is the craft example because I think that they let it fine naturally. They let it lager for several months until it was clear enough, and then they distributed it, which is what you should do. I'm not knocking them at all. Beer, I mean, it's really tough to get something this clear, and that's why mostly big corporations can make beer that clear because they have the expensive equipment to do so. In terms of flavor, I do think you're right. This one is way smoother. A lot less of that skunkiness.
It doesn't, right, but some people drink these for that type of flavor.
Yeah, I actually like it.
I do too, and this one lacks that. So I would
it does not have the skunkiness.
I would probably go for...
Mexican lagers are so goddamn easy to drink. I could pound both of these right now if I had some chips and salsa in front of me.
Yeah.
This slightly darker color, I don't know exactly what to make of. But that being said, I know that like Modelo, for example, is about this exact color and clarity. Whereas this, just a slight haze. I mean, truthfully, this beer is clear, you know, for all intents and purposes. But when it's next to a beer that has clearly been filtered, it's night and day. This is a bright beer. This is a well lagered beer.
You've done your homework.
Thank you. Beer number 1 is the craft beer.
I swear I'm not just copying him. Refer to round 1.
You guys are both correct. It is the craft beer. It is.
You did, because you said that before I told you my reason. So to be fair, you did do it.
It is 21st Amendment's El Soli.
Interesting.
I had never.
It's very good.
Had that one before. I still haven't. Just watching you guys have it.
Weird.
And then B is Modelo Especial.
Can't make this shit up, dude. I knew that that's what that was.
Damn.
I love Modelo, but this is really good.
I thought I did until I had this.
Should I just put with Seth Rogen in the title?
Yes.
Uh,
Be the clickbait that you've always wanted to be.
I have to think about this, but not as hard as you might think.
So, for someone who doesn't have a child, you're so much of a dad when it comes to your jokes.
You should hear me pee in the morning. Let's do Pilsners.
What is a Pilsner?
Funny you ask. It's many things. It's a beer that wears many hats. It's the most popular beer style in the world by an enormous margin, but essentially a light, crisp lager with, I would describe them as small flavors. It doesn't have huge, big, in-your-face flavors, but they have to be pleasant for it to be right.
I think you opened the apple cider instead.
I don't think I did.
Right off the rip, I'm just going to say it. One is noticeably hazier than the other. I hate to just throw the competition like this, but to me, that's a huge Siri.
Not nice.
Siri. You.
That's not nice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem.
We're cool.
She's ride or die.
Yeah. Yeah. Having tasted them both, though, I do think that B is the craft example. I do.
Just based on flavor.
I taste the apple thing that you're talking about, and to be honest, it's
wild.
kick-ass. It's really nice. I like it.
Good, yeah.
I drink a lot of this. This beer is a recipe that has been around for many years and is made the same every single time.
Pliny the Elder.
Stone IPA is the winner of our Pilsner category. Congratulations, Stone. Because we're here and I have made my choice already, can I ask you questions about these beers?
Oh, I also made my choice.
Is this a European brand? Beer number 1.
I think so.
Okay. Does it come in a green bottle?
It's
Okay. What are your questions?
Is this one Stella Artois?
It's Heineken.
I thought that's where you're going with it. Is it really Heineken?
It is Heineken. It was funny enough on my 3rd taste, I got it. I was like, oh, I know.
Where is Heineken? What country?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
It is Trustworthy Brewing Co.'s Rice Pilsner.
It's good. I think that your can design could use some work, if I'm just being totally honest with you. You can hit me up. My @ on Instagram is @wasteofliam.
It's very MLA format.
I would like to bring up at this point in the video that I got all 5 correctly, and I was not going to gloat, but also I totally was going to gloat.
It was 4.
I got all 4 correct.
I was gonna say 4, but I've already lost and made an ass out of myself.
I think that this was extremely fun. I think we should do more videos like this. Did you lose this because you have COVID and you can't taste these beers? Be honest. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.